It's all a blur, Ned. It's all a blur.
Yeah.
But the girls, that was a game against Mansfield.
Right. Which did not end up well for Attleboro. But.
Yeah, 2-0, and Mansfield's Katie Miller did a great job. Central midfielder, she normally plays a more offensive role, but she fell back defensively, basically checking Attleboro's Briley Harnois, the student athlete of the month, by the way, who's heading to Eastern Connecticut College, and Bella Salviati. And today, Attleboro against this tough King Philip team, again, 4-2 on the season. Last year, they were undefeated in the regular season, only allowed 3 goals all regular season, one of those by the aforementioned Attleboro's Briley Harnois. They lost, they were upset in the Division II final by Bishop Fian of Attleboro, and there's a lot of KP parents and coaches who are still smarting over some what they thought were questionable calls in that game. So KP, they graduated a ton of players. Their outstanding Chloe Lane, the program's all-time leading scorer, she's playing at Hartford, and Avery Sneed, she's playing at Providence College this year. So this year they're 4-2, not quite as strong, but still it would be considered an upset if Attleboro were to come away with this victory. Attleboro normally plays a 4-4-2 formation, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 2 forwards. Today, Ned, they're going to go with a 4-5-1. Bella Salviati up top. Harnois is dropping into the midfield with more of an offensive responsibility. And Jessica Gates, number 11, their senior captain, tremendous player in the center midfield. She's concentrating on defense today, and she'll be checking Ella Pisani, number 9 for King Philip. She's got 7 goals and 3 assists on the season. Other than that, she hasn't done much.
It hasn't done much. And well, and you hope that hasn't been with somebody marking her all the time, because otherwise there's no hope. But it is a technique. It's what we saw when we last saw them play.
Yep.
Is that's what Mansfield used to shut down Attleboro's best people, is we mark them closely. We don't, we kick them out of the game. It's a Bill Belichick philosophy. Yeah. We won't talk about last weekend, but,
Oh, boy.
But the idea that, if you can shut down the other team's best people, even at the expense of some of your best performance, that's a decent technique.
As we mentioned, the leading scorer is for KP. It's Ella Pisani, senior, 7 goals, 3 assists. Also, Jenny Montville, another captain, one of their 4. She's got 3 goals and 2 assists for Attleboro. Briley Harnois, 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 total points on the season. She's been outstanding. Coach Santos would love to get the offense and Bella Salviati going today. They only scored 1 goal last week on the season, 7 goals for, 8 goals against. KP in 6 games, Attleboro's had 4 games. In 6 games, KP has 13 goals for, and a surprising 8 against, which for KP is a lot.
Well, they're getting close to the start from the looks of it. Teams are moving to the sidelines. The officials showed up a little while ago.
Attleboro coached, of course, by Steve Santos in his 8th year. And King Philip by Gary Pichel. He's been there. This will be his 9th year as head coach. His assistant is Coach Sullivan, who's been with him for 6. And Coach Pichel, we'll see him limping around on the sideline, scheduled for a hip replacement. So we were both lamenting before the game in our ute. We used to be able to run like the wind. Now he's got no hip left, and I've got no lungs left.
Yes, well, I get... My hips are starting to go, too, which is not a good sign. And I'm not a runner.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back on the other side, join our AACS 15 TV side of the broadcast. You're listening to High School Sports on 1320 WAR.
Hey.
Nailed the dramatic pause.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to WARA 1320 AM in Attleboro and WARAradio.com. Ned's thrilled because the music will be stopping soon.
Oh, yes. Well, not my type of music, but it's not here for me.
Well, as I've said many times, my parents couldn't stand the Beatles and the Rolling Stones when I was in school, but at least they sang.
Right.
Paige Viveros. There were 4 KP captains, but Paige is the leader. She's the only one. Oh, Varvarigos, excuse me. Varvarigos. Paige Viveros. She played for Attleboro a few years ago. Paige Varvarigos is out there for King Philip, one of their top players on the back line. Attleboro's Briley Harnois is out there for the Bombardiers, talking to the referees. There'll be a coin flip. Coach Thornton bursting into the play box, unannounced and uninvited. Oh, to turn off the music. There you go, Ned. In that case, he is invited. Yes, exactly right. It is a chilly fall day. The sun is not out. We may get a few raindrops later, but we won't have that bright reflection on the field this afternoon.
It makes life easier for us here in the broadcast booth.
Yes, it does. And Ned, I think this is going to be our last week of peak foliage, especially in the end of the field down to our right.
Yeah, the trees are looking not quite as dense with leaves, but there's not that many on the ground, and I'm sure they haven't raked them all up yet.
Yes.
The crowd is building here. It's a bit slower to gather than usual, I think, because of the weather. Anybody with some sense might have sat in their car. Stayed a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 20 people here.
You know, as we were talking about King Philip, Ellen Pisani with 7 goals, 3 assists. Jenny Montville, 3 goals, 2 assists. All 3 of those goals came in a hat trick in their 4-0 victory over Milford earlier this season. 4-2 victory, excuse me.
Well, guess they've gone through preliminaries, but nobody's out in the field yet still.
Yeah, and when they start heading out, we'll start the TV portion of the broadcast. Well, our field mic certainly picked up Pat Dunn in the golf cart. He was the trainer today.
I'm not sure what they're waiting on. So one of us is supposed to go down and do the play the game signal because of the TV control?
Oh, yes, exactly. Right. Still a couple of random balls on the field as well.
Right, yeah. The teams are having their meetings, and officials are not wandering out yet.
Well, it's a little cooler today. It takes longer to loosen up, Ned. Stretch out.
Right. And officials are not paid by the hour. They're paid by the game. So we can't think they're just stretching things out for higher payday. It is cold out there in the field, I imagine.
Well, the girls on the field will be fine. It's those on the bench and in the crowd who are going to be chilly.
Well, they do get to wear jackets, though.
All right, coming down on the TV side in 5, 4, 3. Hello and welcome to AACS 15 Sports. Today the game is girls high school soccer as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. The Lady Bombardiers host the King Philip Lady Warriors. We'll see how long that nickname lasts, Ned, in this 2020 climate. Attleboro, the host, with a record of 1 win, 2 losses, and a draw. They have 7 goals on the season. They've allowed 8. King Philip, after an undefeated regular season last year, they made it to the Division II South Final, where, in my opinion, they were robbed. But it's okay because they were robbed by Attleboro's Bishop Fee High School. They had a 21-1 record last year. This year, they have a 4-2 record. There are only 2 losses to the number 1 team in the Kelly Rex division of the Hockomock League, the undefeated Franklin Panthers. Attleboro in the royal blue uniforms will be heading left to right. KP and white, green numbers, gold trim will be heading right to left. Our cameraman is Dave Angel. Our engineer in charge in the truck is Jim Jones, and I tell you everything he's doing in there, but I don't understand the technology.
Well, one of us could move down to give a play-by-play from down there, but I'm not sure people would find it that interesting.
Gary Pichel.
Some of us might, but then.
Gary Pichel, the head coach for King Philip, in his 9th season, has walked out into the field, so the game may be delayed for him to walk off the field as he's awaiting a hip replacement surgery.
Yeah, right. The official was explaining something, but I'm not sure what. Maybe just a couple little things. Again, the new rules here for those of you who haven't managed to see a game is twice as many whistles at least, because not only do they whistle when a ball goes out of bounds, they have to whistle before you can kick it to allow to be sure that everybody's in the right positions and so forth for the new COVID rules from the state. And there are no throw-ins, no real touching of the ball by the hands. They're supposed to dribble it back with their feet to position and that sort of thing.
Which the girls have been doing a better job of than the boys. The girls, again, more compliant, but they haven't been using their hands even when the ball is out of bounds. And there's still a stray ball down in the left end of the field.
Well, even you're not even supposed to touch it when it's out of bounds. But there are no boy ball persons. Which slows things up a little bit, but we've got some balls scattered around the field on the edges right now. So hopefully they won't be chasing all the way to the fence for every ball out of bounds.
For our TV audience, for the team in blue, Attleboro, normally a forward, Briley Hanwar. She's going to be playing in the midfield today. Attleboro normally uses a 4-4-2 formation. Today they're going with a 4-5-1 for reasons we'll get to in a minute. They need to concentrate defensively on a few of the KP players. But anyway, Bradley Harnois leads Attleboro with 3 goals and 3 assists on the season for 6 points. Also the student athlete of the month for Attleboro High School. For KP, look out for number 9, forward Ella Pisani, 7 goals and 3 assists. She'll be marked mostly by Attleboro's Jessica Gates wearing number 11. We should see that match up a lot. Bella Salviati starts for the Bombardiers with a back pass. They'll head left to right.
Now, again, for reminder for people that the soccer uses the yellow lines, which means they use almost all of the green that you can see. Unlike either football or field hockey, which play with narrower, shorter fields.
Maeve Lawyer started that offensive attack. One of their captains, KP, in the offensive end. There's Kira Lindmark. And booted to the side, and that'll be KP's ball. Starting in goal for the Bombardiers is Alex Campbell, the junior. Also, Emma Riley's going to start in the left back position. That means Eleanor Graber, normally a back, is going to move up to the outside on the midfield. And there's a save, first of the game, by Alexis Campbell. So Coach Santos moving some pieces around today, Ned.
Yes, and hasn't had much of any time to practice that way. This is a very compressed season. They're playing twice a week and not getting a lot of extra time, of course, to prep for the next team.
Pressure by Megan Panzer, aggressive player for the Bombardiers. There's a steal by Briley Harnois. He's going to be heading to Eastern Connecticut, I believe. Panzer knocks it in deep. Bella's after it, but it's swatted out of there by number 3, Paige Varvarigos. She's in the middle of that KP defense. Not a tall player, but boy, she covers ground, and she had a great season last year. Here's number 7, Lindmark. 11, Ava Tormey. And that's broken up by Attleboro's number 13, Emma Riley, in the starting lineup as the left back. And it looks like Olivia Calderon, number 4, is playing. It's almost like 3 backs and then Olivia behind them today.
Right, it's almost like a 1-3.
Yeah.
I was thinking, gee, it looks like it's 5 across the back, but that was the official on the other side.
4 20-minute quarters, no score here as we approach 17:45 to go in the first quarter. That's knocked out by Graber. KP ball. Chased down by Jillian Anderson. The Attleboro captains are number 11, Jessica Gates, number 10, Briley Harnois, and number 7, Isabella Salviati. KP captains are number 3, the aforementioned defender, Paige Varvarigos. Number 5, Jenny Montville, who had a hat trick against Milford last week. Number 7, Kiera Landmark. And number 12, Maeve Lawler. Any of our Irish fans watching have a special fondness for the name Maeve. We have a Maeve in our family now.
That's interesting. I think he called a push, a touching foul. But why didn't just let them go on, I'm not sure. Attleboro had the ball.
Harnois blasts it in deep. It goes all the way to the new KP goaltender, Emma Glaser. Trying to remember the name of their starter for 3 years. Again, in last year's regular season, which was a full 18-game regular season, KP allowed 3 goals all year. One of them scored by Attleboro's Briley Harnois. Varvarigos. There's a long boot down the right. Tracked down by Montville. Checked well by Graber. Ned, early on, it seems Attleboro's content to blast the ball out of bounds just to break up KP's momentum. Oh, that went off a KP player.
That's on the far side again. It's hard for us to see that detail in some of these groups there. Ouch.
Riley blasts the ball forward into Graber's solar plexus. Attleboro starts an attack, broken up from behind by Maeve Lawler of KP. They try to counter. Whoops, handball on number 13, Emma Riley. So Emma Riley in the starting lineup playing with a lot of energy early. If you could hear that coming your way, Gabby. Gabby also in the back line. Long kick all the way to Campbell. Do we give her a save for that, Ned?
Yeah, well, we can't quite see some of the angles. You know, technically a save's only if it's going to go in, but that would have been close.
Yep. Booted out of there by KP's Taylor. Thompson broken up by Gates. Gates tries to send Bella running. Bella challenging Charlotte Major for the ball, and that's going to go against Bella.
Now that's a new COVID push touch rather than a push. I would have said it's pretty much a good push, period. But it makes a difference whether it's a direct or indirect kick. Though the players, as we've been seeing, they quickly learned the technique of you just have 2 people and touch it to one. And then they can do whatever they want.
Harnois goes for the steal, tripped by Maeve Lawler. Attleboro ball, 45 yards out. Well, 50 yards out. Long field. Goals at the end of the football end zone's a 120-yard field. Gates blasted into the middle. Bella at her feet. Harnois going after it now. Bella turns and shoots. And there's the official save for Glasser. Bella didn't get all she wanted on that because of the defense of Varvarigos. How did that get back to the goaltender, Ned? I looked down and
it just went right to an Attleboro foot and then right back again. It wasn't going in. That would be a shot, not a shot on goal.
Yeah,
but
that would have.
But it definitely disrupted any flow of KP.
That was Bella. I saw the goalie kicking it, looked down at my program, look up, and the goalie had the ball back.
Right.
That call will go against the Warriors. Kick taken by Gates.
Right.
Boy, Gates is way back. Yeah. KP breaks it up on the right sideline. Jillian Anderson, that's tracked down by Calderon. Calderon, a junior in the starting lineup on the back line. Played well this year. There we see Harnois. Boy, good speed, good ball control. She's trying to get it to Bella Salviati. There's a heck of a contest between Bella and Charlotte Major. Kept in by Gabby Bosch and from the right back position. Left foot kick by Panzer to Harnois. Left foot kick to Bella. 25 yards out. Broken up from behind by Major. Kept in by Riley, I think, on that side. Nope. Boy, Harnois covering a lot of ground early. There's Riley knocking it forward. And watch out for number 9, Ella Pisani. 7 goals on the season. Left foot blast up ahead. It sneaks through the Bombardiers.
It sneaks through everybody.
And not going after the ball was Kiera Lindmark. I think she felt she might have been offside.
Yeah. I'm not sure she would have chased it down. You know, sometimes you sit there, okay, I got to run some more in this game.
No scores. We approach 12 minutes to go in the first of our 4 20-minute quarters. Attleboro's back line gets it up to Salviati. Back pass. That's Riley. Attleboro maintains possession on the far side. Ned, is it my imagination, or are they keeping the ball as far away from us as possible?
Somehow they seem to know we're over here. Yeah.
Left foot entry by Pisani. Rolls to the top of the ball. Whoa. Oh, my. And the goal.
She lost place of where she was.
Yep. Campbell mistook the 10-yard line in the football field for the top of the penalty box, which is a couple yards away. That's a handball. Here's a set piece from 20 yards out.
And so the sparse wall, because they can't be beside each other, which is about as good as no wall whatsoever.
Mansfield scored against Attleboro on a set piece from just about the same spot, Ned. A little bit farther out towards the left wing. Pisani. Right foot blast. Saved by Campbell. Trickles by her, and she dives on it for the play.
Great move. Again, I think it's tough to deal with that sparse wall.
And it's interesting, we've seen number 9, Pisani, twice blast the ball out on defense with her left foot. Ned, she took that free kick with her right foot and hit it even harder.
Right. I think that, you know, from what we've been seeing with these this spread apart wall, it's like it interferes enough with the goalie's vision that they have trouble with it getting through. It doesn't do anything to stop the ball, but it hurts with them seeing what's going on.
Well, Campbell leaned to her left to make the shot that absolute bullet from 20 yards out. Attleboro restart possession, 30 yards out from their own goal to our left. Jessica Gates blasts it up to Bella, through Bella's legs. Who's that in the left wing chasing it down? Is that Graber? In the left, playing a more forward position. Riley Harnois, held by Ava Tormey, got away with it. Clearing it to the side is KP's Jillian Anderson. Not to be confused with Agent Dana Scully on X-Files. She spells her name Jillian with a J, not a G.
Incorrectly then, right?
You know, Ned, there's no such thing as a correct spelling of names anymore.
Except for yours, right? We know what yours is supposed to be.
Approaching 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Graber restarts, back to Harnois. Long shot from the left wing. Half volley knocked down by Major. Back to Harnois. Left foot shot. That'll be wide. Goal kick. Well, Attleboro hasn't put overwhelming pressure on KP, but compared to last year's game, they're at least getting into their offense.
Right. They're down that end. They're getting shots. Not really hard ones, but it's a starting point. When you get absolutely nothing, you go nowhere. And then
KP counterattacking. There's a kick by Tormey trying to get to Pisani, their leading scorer. That's Jessica Gates in the back. No, that's Gabby Bosch in the back. To number 6, Panzer. Her pass not enough on it. Stolen by Lawler. Right foot up top to Tormey. Oh, beautiful one-touch pass, but broken up by Gabby Bosch.
Did she get it? No, not quite.
Gabby's pass a little step ahead of Panzer. Like Cam Newton's passes were 3 steps behind his receivers all day yesterday, so that was much closer than any pass Cam Newton attempted yesterday. Bosch with another defensive stop. No scores. We approach 8 minutes to go in the quarter. I believe that's Tormey with a long feed down the right offside.
Yep. Well offside.
Yeah. I think that's number 5, Jenny Montville.
Yes.
She's got 3 goals, 2 assists on the season, all 3 in their last victory, I believe, against the Milford Lady Scarlet Hawks. Looks like Sonny Stuger getting ready to enter for the Bombardiers. Either that or she's bored, so she's running up and down the sideline. Salviati broken up at midfield. Starting to think that KP is pretty good on defense.
Yes, but not perfect.
Right, and there's a steal by Emily Dunley. Right side, Panzer down the right wing. Cross to Bella. Salviati out front, a shot. Saved by Emma Glaser. Great setup.
Yeah, I think they got to find a way to work themselves in a bit closer. Because both these keepers, that shot's not going in.
But you like to see that crisp pass from Dunley to Panzer to Bella.
Right, they just need to get a little bit more body down there. Yeah. A little more midfield support, I think.
Boy, KP's backs blast that ball a long way in the restarts. Pisani goes after a loop ball. Beautiful half volley knocked out of there by Jessica Gates. What an artistic play by Jessica.
Yes, and necessary. And
Coach Thornton vaulting over the fence to get that ball.
Right. I guess we managed to get every other ball out of the way.
If Coach Thornton's old high school coach from years ago is watching, how come you didn't move that fast when you were on the team? Ball is lofted in front to Pisani, bounces away from Gates. Now she controls it with her chest. Right foot lofts it out, but not far enough. Graber tries to control it, can't. Jillian Anderson has it for KP. Back to Tormey. Long blast from way out on the right wing. And Gates broke that up initially. Kept in by KP now on the left wing. That's number 13, Taylor Thompson. Deep in the left is Lindmark. Her cross is knocked down by Bosch. Corner kick.
Right. Again, corner kicks have to be on the ground if there's only one person kicking, but they'll send 2 so they can do the minor touch and then a big kick if they want to.
There's Pisani, I believe. Yep. No, I'm sorry. That was Lindmark. Her cross in front gets all the way through to Harnois. Harnois gets it up to Stuger, who came in for Bella up top. Nice control by Kira Lindmark, broken up by Stuger on a back check. Boy, Attleboro has their numbers way back on defense, don't they, Ned?
Yeah. But them coming up. We've got everybody within, 30 yards here of each other.
Harnois with another steal. She's had at least 4 today, but finally controlled by Ava Tormey of KP. And Harnois there again.
Break it up.
Look, Briley, if you're not going to hustle, why'd you bother showing up?
Right.
Inside 5 minutes to go in the scoreless first quarter. I think Coach Santos has to be pleased with his team's play so far. Entry pass, broken up by Gates. Back pass to the goalie Campbell.
No.
Just barely connects with Bosch on the right, and now it's stolen by Ella Pisani. Oh, beautiful move by Pisani down the left wing. Same move again. Quick pass inside to Tormey. Tormey checked by Harnois, or marked. Lofted in. Getting there first, and a goal.
Did you give it? Yes.
That's number 5 with the goal.
Some confusion there. I think she didn't know she was right behind her.
Yep.
Nobody let her know.
I believe that's Pisani with her 4th assist, and the goal by number 5, Jenna Montville, her 4th on the season, with just 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Well done by the Warriors. Boy, they struck quickly, didn't they?
Well, they got the opportunity.
Okay.
Again, they're working the other side of the field. Not sure.
No, Attleboro, the Bombardiers, they stopped 3 or 4 Warrior 4As, but could not clear the ball into the Warrior side of the field. And then just like that, a quick counterstrike.
Right. It's an Attleboro ball from one of, again, a touching foul, I think. I'm not quite sure why something like that wasn't called.
Wow.
In that scramble before that last goal.
Hanwha from 45 yards out on the left wing, a right foot bullet all the way to the goaltender Glaser. That's 3 saves for Glaser, 3 saves for Attleboro's Campbell. Center midfield is number 11, Ava Tormey. Now Attleboro putting pressure on with Stuger and Hanwha. And Panzer gets in there but deflects it to a KP player. Pass by Lawler. Broken up. Gabby Bosch takes it over for the Bombardiers. And her pass to Panzer was out of bounds. It's funny, both Coach Santos for Attleboro and Pichel for KP, they're the kind of guys who can be very, very intense while coaching, but also take a break and have a laugh without losing their concentration or credibility. Unforced error by KP, Attleboro ball. I guess what I'm trying to say is they both love soccer, but neither one of them, despite their success, takes themselves too seriously.
Well, that's what you really want in a high school coach. There's other levels where they can take themselves like this is the World Cup all the time. And then,
like Bruce Arena, which you know well as a Revolution season ticket holder.
Yeah, well,
Bruce is a hell of a soccer guy, but for someone who's been in the game all his life and loves it so much, a smile once in a while wouldn't hurt.
I know.
Ball is blasted in, knocked down by Gates. The entry pass was made by Thompson. Panzer on the right wing. Now they're playing close to us now.
Right. And they're moving it away as
Left
fast
foot,
as they can.
Yeah, left foot pass just misses. Dunley cleared out of the KPN. Yep.
Nice. Oops, okay. Again.
Calderon getting involved in the offense is fouled. Attleboro ball at about midfield.
Again, this is one of these touch COVID fouls. You're not supposed to be touching anybody above the waist. No hands on them, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Becomes an indirect kick like this one is.
And they're told to back up a bit. We're in super secret mystery time. Gates to Riley.
Nice and deep.
Skips all the way through into the box, fielded by Emma Glasser, KP's goalie.
It's not the most productive kicks, but it keeps reminding KP that they can do them, that there's power back there. And
Dunley read that beautifully, but the ball bounced in front of her and way over her head. And then a foul's called on Riley.
Right, yeah.
Nope, that's a lie. Foul was called on, well, the aforementioned Emily Dunley. Here's Varvarigos. Knocked down by Hanwha. Blasted towards the KPN. Chasing it is Stuger.
And does the safe out of bounds.
Yeah. And who was that knocking it out for KP? I think that's number 14, Major.
They even have numbers on the front of their shirts.
They're tiny little ones in the upper left. And that will end the first quarter with the score KP 1, Attleboro nothing. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Nothing here. Is anything supposed to be playing?
Yes, Ned, something is supposed to be playing, but I thought we were going to get back to the action. I had plenty of
I was supposed to be playing, huh?
I had plenty of time to run a commercial, but I didn't think so. Once again, I was wrong. All right, for our TV side, coming back in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We've been sitting through the longest quarter break we've had of the season, Ned.
Right. I guess he's getting in on his side. Yep. Attleboro's coming out. So.
And I finally figured out why none of my knobs were set where they usually are. I had the master too high, so I think our sound levels will be better. KP with a 1-0 lead over the Bombardiers after one quarter of play in the 16th minute. The fourth assist of the year for Ella Pisani to Jenny Montville for her fourth goal of the year. And Montville kind of snuck behind the Attleboro defense. And
yeah, it was not a beautiful game goal.
Yeah.
but unfortunately for Attleboro, unfortunately for KP, it was a goal.
They all count, yep.
And they have switched directions, as is happening here at the quarters.
Pisani really appeared to steal the ball from behind an Attleboro player, who I'm not sure realized she was there.
Yeah.
KP will now be moving left to right here in the second quarter. They'll have the ball first. In our second 20-minute quarter, starting it off, will be Ella Pisani, 7 goals and now 4 assists on the season. A joy to watch play. Gets it back to Thompson on the left, who blasts it up the sideline. Boy, Harnois, now she's way over. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's number 6, Panzer. Okay. I was going to say, how'd she get there that fast? Jessica Gates scoops it up. Jessica has been mostly concentrating on defense today. She's an outstanding midfielder. Jessica Gates and Briley Harnois were Hockomock League All-Stars last year. Bella Salviati, honorable mention. If you remember KP from last year, Avery Sneed, they're a tremendous player. She's at Providence College now, playing soccer there. And Chloe Lane is at Hartford. What a combo those two were. Right. Ball skitters all the way through. Scooped up by the KP goalie, Glazer, or Glasser. Emma. Ooh, there's a collision hard between Eleanor Graber of Attleboro and her counterpart. They both go down. That's number 11, Ava Tormey. And I'm hoping, well, we don't want to speculate medically. She's grabbing her right hip. And with Eleanor down on the field, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this. 1-0 KP.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for more opportunity? The Literacy Center is here to help. We have free year-round classes in English, computer literacy, and high school equivalency. With the help of teachers and tutors, you can prepare for your citizenship test, make a resume, get ready for college, or learn how to speak better English. Classes held during the day, evening, or on Saturdays. View our website, theliteracycenter.com, or call 508-226-3603. The Literacy Center, building a better community.
Welcome back. Eleanor Graber heading off the field under her own power. Not sure if she just got the wind knocked out of her net or if she banged her right hip.
Yeah, it's hard. They seem to collide at waist level,
Yeah.
really, the two. And the KP player didn't look too happy moving away from it either.
That was Ava Tormey.
But,
She's up and she's okay.
Right.
So foul one against Tormey, though, as Harnois will start off 45 yards out from the goal to our left. Briley blasts it lower this time. Half volley knocked down by KP's Tormey. Heading the ball instinctively was Pisani. Ned, explain why that's not allowed?
Apparently, COVID can be moved from the ball to the head and back and forth under our new rules. I have a paper that would disagree with that, but it's got to be really tough on the players because we see these moves. They have to substitute a chest strap or something for where you clearly would have used your head.
Now, it's funny you mentioned that, Ned, because I did receive a remote correspondence. Some people call them texts. Why does Edwin Rich pronounce COVID with a short O, COVID?
Okay.
Ned chooses not to engage in the discussion, and we'll get back to the game.
I'm not sure how I was saying it, but I could claim I'm right, you know.
Yeah. It's not like we'd ever heard of it before March. Thompson will restart on the far side of the field as KP tries to head left to right. Attleboro gets it back in. That was Bosch, the entry pass. Thompson to Vavarigo. She can't get it out because of the work of Bella Salviati. And now a second time, Thompson with a right foot lost it towards midfield. Quick pass ahead. Nice play by Calderon to keep number 21, Olivia Bakari, from getting that ball and taking off towards the net. Well, that's only the second time we've called Calderon's name. That was a hell of a play, Ned.
Yeah.
Emma Riley. Yep.
Again, the indirect restart, but, you just kick it to somebody else. Yeah, little shouldering not called.
Okay.
Unlike one game we did, which is a boys game, not a girls game, these are reasonable referees in interpretation of the MIA rules.
That was the Attleboro-Milford boys game. 364 stoppages in that game.
If you touched, it was whistled.
If you breathed too loud, it was whistled.
And that is a interpretation of the rules. I think they've been loosening up on it as the season's gone on.
As we're waiting for Jillian Anderson to retrieve the ball. $11 seniors on the KP squad. 12 on the Attleboro squad. Gabby Bosch up ahead, gets all the way through. Varvarigos tracks it down, back to her goaltender Glaser.
Nice trap. Keep it on the attacking half of the field.
By Panzer. Down the left. Pisani showing her speed. Gets there just before. That was I think that was Dunley for Attleboro.
Right.
And it's going to be a corner kick?
Yes.
Second of the game for KP.
Attleboro must have gotten there first. Didn't look like it, but she got the foot on it. Maybe not as exactly what she intended, but then.
Entry pass knocked down by Panzer, who's been active today. It seems, Ned, that KP has been playing a more patient, and then burst style, whereas Attleboro, it's been fun to watch, but boy, it's been frenetic.
Right. Let's say KP has moved themselves up past the half line. The defenders.
Left foot entry, Gabby Bosch knocks it down with the right foot, but the ball is free. Gabby follows up, gets to Pisani, spins away beautifully, back pass to Thompson. Long shot from the right wing, save Campbell. And I'm so rarely right, but there was a case, Ned, of KP's patience.
That's right.
Long blast through, offsides, but it rolls to Campbell before the Warriors' Olivia Bakari can get there.
So properly no call. Get the advantage back.
I'd like to call down to the truck and see what the time code setting is on our videotape, because I want to note the time I was right. Beautiful play defensively by Major, preventing Harnois from getting a shot off. And there's Varvarigos. Thompson blasts it out with the right foot. Pisani broken up by Gates, but it goes right back to KP, who dumps it in. Here's Weeblin coming down the right. Elia Weeblin. Marked by Calderon.
Right. Ooh. Good move.
Let me restate that. Well marked by Calderon. Clock says 11:45 to go in the second quarter, but there was
at least a minute stoppage, maybe two.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that's number 5. That's Montville coming back in. Getting a rest is number 21, Bakari. Jessica Gates with another fine defensive play. Whoops. And then the pass by Riley does not connect with Graver. KP's ball on the right wing. Anderson will restart 50 yards out.
KP definitely seems to have shifted to attack mode here.
Yep.
But Attleboro has been unable to get it past the half line. So.
We got another text saying, I thought corner kicks were eliminated due to the COVID restrictions. Corner kicks are not eliminated, Mr. Blue Pride. Mark LaFontaine wrote it in. But they are modified. You have to keep the ball on the ground. So most teams are going with one player shortly hitting the ball a yard or two to another player, and then they start what we used to think of as the normal corner kick procedures.
Right, and additionally, they're indirect, so if you had the wonderful skill to be able to normally put it from a corner kick into the goal, it doesn't work anymore.
Right.
But keeping it on the ground and doing that would be virtually impossible.
Yeah. Boy, Jessica Gates a moment ago, her pass just missed connecting with Panzer. Right. And there we see more of that KP patience in the midfield.
Then the big push.
Yep. Lawler drives it in down the left wing. Chasing it is Lindmark. Getting there first and very casually taking care of it is 3 varsity sports starter, Gabby Bosch. 3 sport varsity starter.
And she must have kicked it off of the KP player because it's Attleboro ball.
Yep.
Even more cleverly, casually taking care of it.
Kylie Menendez, who is a freshman, getting ready to enter for KP. I think that's Dunley, gets the ball up ahead. Harnois, her kick to the right.
And off of a KP player, so.
Attleboro ball on the KP side of the field, barely. Didn't wait for the second whistle.
Yeah. Yeah, by this point in the season, it's the 3rd week of games for Attleboro?
Yeah.
Yeah, they missed their first week. They're starting to develop the new habits, but it's really hard to change all this stuff in just a few weeks. For years of playing.
Yep. Attleboro turns it over on the far sideline for KP. Riley Wesley, a freshman, comes in. Kylie Menendez, a freshman, comes in for senior captain Maeve Lawler. Not much responsibility there. Back pass as they try to start in the midfield. Gee, KP looked like they were rushing a second there. That's not their style. Nice defensive work by Emma Riley. Taken away, though, by Anderson. Cross. Knocked out by Stromfors. It'll be a corner kick.
And the ball is all the way to the fence.
Yep, fourth corner kick of the game.
And I think we've lost any other ball on the end of this field.
I want to apologize to the Stromfors family. I think she's made a couple of plays where I've identified her as Riley. Riley's played well herself, but not in two positions. And so, corner kick to the right of the Attleboro goal. Say Thompson is going to touch it to Pisani. Fakes the cross, carries it herself. Left foot cross, knocked away by Stromfors.
Another corner. Hey, the referee kicked the ball over.
And then Stromfors not mention my name, huh? I'll make two defensive plays in a row. I'll show you, Healy. Pisani again with a beautiful move. Left foot entry. She's ambidextrous. Ball is knocked away by Calderon, but not far. Back pass by the freshman Menendez. Entry on the right. In front. Campbell comes out. Tips it away from Weeblin. And a sixth corner kick of the game. Campbell, wow, quickly coming out on that net.
Yeah, so they called that the ball went off of her.
Yep.
I'm not sure what he's. I don't know if he's cautioning her for not to be quite so aggressive, but I'm not sure. Standard goalie move.
Yeah. And this is Tormey to Pisani in front. Jessica Gates gets there and breaks it up, but has to drive it out of bounds. KP maintains possession. Clock says 6:37 to go, first half. But we're thinking at least 2 minutes of extra time, Ned.
Yeah, I think quite likely. They did stop time. The officials did stop time, so they know what it is. It's hard to coordinate the field time with what their watches are.
And Jillian Anderson, ball's tipped away by Graber. Here's a nice break for the listeners' ears.
Yeah, well, we actually have no crowd noise today. The mic's here, but they're not helping coach the team today.
Shot by Tormey, knocked out by Calderon. And this will be the seventh corner kick for KP. I think that indicates they're keeping the pressure on, Ned.
Yes, definitely. And the same.
Pisani pressed.
So the traditional short corner is more so what they're doing than.
Jessica Gates, impressive work defensively. Knocked out, and KP again maintains possession. Montville. Anderson from the right wing. It's in front. KP trying to. There's Pisani. Beautiful pass to the left. Shot score. Pisani controlled it, faked the shot, got it to Lindmark on her left, who found the back of the net.
Right, who was completely unmarked over there, unfortunately. That was a very good combination, and actually, they hadn't really been doing it that way so far. They were. But I think they read the fact that Attleboro was tending to cluster on the ball carrier.
Beautiful entry pass on the right wing by Tormey, controlled by Pisani. I thought for sure she was shooting. So did the Attleboro defense. Nifty little touch pass to Kiera Lindmark to her left. Blasted it into the goal. Nothing Campbell can do because you've got to respect the shot from Ella Pisani. She's got 7 goals in the year.
Yeah. That was a very... And that was beautiful soccer.
Yeah. So that was 35 minutes into the half, in the 35th minute. Calderon on the second attempt gets it out of there. Graber, right foot, gets it towards midfield. There's Harnois. Chasing it down is Varvarigos and knocks it out of bounds. Attleboro's ball, but KP can reset their D.
But they have forced that sort of move instead of just calmly turning it around.
Yep.
They're getting that pressure back up.
Harnois. Whoops. I'm sorry. KP in the middle of the field.
Attleboro's made a couple of stops, but hasn't managed to move it to another player in blue.
Yep.
This may be different. Yes.
Riley knocks it out. Harnois, 50 yards up. Excuse me. There's Briley Harnois down the left. That pass was made by Jamie Davies. Harnois goes down. Actually, I apologize. The pass was made by Bethany Alves, the freshman. I got it, folks.
So, no, I'm not quite sure what he's calling. Again, calling is one of these touch fouls, not a real foul.
Yeah, and it's just outside the penalty area. Attleboro, their left wing offensively. Jessica Gates and Harnois are going to work together to restart there.
Because again, they have to keep it on the ground.
Yeah. So Bella Salviati getting a rest. She's talking to Coach Santos. Beautiful pass by the freshman Alves to Harnois to make this bid possible in a set piece. Harnois, right side, fakes the shot, now takes it. Knocked down by KP's Tormey.
Attleboro get another chance from that end.
Emma Riley will restart. Right wing, 30 yards out. Left wing, excuse me.
With a side in here, effectively.
Gates gets through two Warriors. Tripped up from behind by number 10, Jillian Anderson.
And this is being, I think, deemed a real soccer foul. So it's a better
Direct
free
kick.
Direct kick from the looks of it.
So Jessica Gates will vacate the area towards the front of the net. Briley Harnois will get that strong right leg ready. Short side.
Oh, hooked.
Yep.
Hooked to the left.
I missed the Attleboro subs when they came in on the far side. Coming in for KP. 12, 18, 22. So Loyler's back in. Deskowski is back in, and Eilish McGowan is in.
Okay, keeper kick, goal kick.
We're in the super
Out of bounds.
super secret mystery time of the first half. 2-0 KP.
Right.
Pisani, their leading goal scorer, with 2 assists on the day. Oh, Gates is knocked to the turf. Eilish McGowan with a Johnny Busick hip check. And again, Ned, we talked about how KP seems to play such a patient game, Attleboro such a high-energy game, and the Bombardiers, they look more fatigued right now.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with, I think, a little bit, but they've been doing pretty well.
Stuger on the front line along with Harnois and number 15, Jamie Davies, who's another freshman. KP defensively clears it out, tracked down by Pisano in the midfield. Gets it away, cleared out of there by Bosch. Nice play by Taylor Thompson for KP.
I guess a push, a touch push.
Yep.
I think. Well,
And this
no, it's a regular foul.
Yep,
I don't know what they're signaling.
Barbarigos with a long kick over everyone. Gets past Calderon. Chasing it down is Gates, and she gets there a step before Montville. And Montville can fly, so that shows you the kind of speed Jessica has.
Fortunately, couldn't quite keep it in on the far side.
Another chance for the Warriors to put pressure on. There's the freshman Menendez. KP will restart on the sideline. Taylor Thompson, tall senior, touches it to Maeve Lawler. Entry pass knocked out of there by, is that Calderon? Yes, it is.
Is it called? Seemed to whistle beforehand, so I'm not quite sure what.
You know,
he's
years
doing
ago.
over there.
Yeah, really. Years ago with the Boston. Whoops. Thompson, entry pass is deflected. Pisani gets it, tries a bicycle kick, goes straight up in the air, and then cleared out of there by Stromfors. But back in the days of Bill Russell and the Celtics, not only could Bill Russell block shots, but he would block shots, keep them on the court, and direct them to teammates. The good news is Attleboro was blocking a lot of KP entries. The bad news is they're having to blast them out of bounds, and which means KP keeps control.
Right. And that was the alternate thing. That now it's Attleboro goal kick.
Yeah. Campbell right side, Bosch.
Again, must have gone out. No,
Yep.
no, it isn't. It's Attleboro ball. I don't understand what.
Yep. Bosch to Stuger, and there's a turnover. KP gets it back. Well, Ned, in the first 15 minutes or so of this ball game, Attleboro was right with KP, but they had to expend so much energy to do it. The second half of the first half, KP's ability is really shown. Touch pass offside. And that will end the first half of play. KP 2-0. Goals by Jenny Montville and Kira Lindmark, both assisted by Ella Pisani. Ned?
Well, as I say, as you just mentioned, the first part of the first quarter was very even. Actually, a lot of this has been even, but KP's skills and perhaps energy are coming through. That maybe they didn't have to work quite so hard to keep it even. But we've still got a game here.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a blowout yet at all.
2-0 KP. We'll be back with third quarter action after this on WARA Radio and AACS 15 Sports.
Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to help keep you and your community safe from the threat of novel or new coronavirus. Take the following everyday steps to help avoid the spread of all respiratory viruses. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue. Throw the tissue away and then wash your hands. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects or surfaces, such as remote controls and doorknobs. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And stay home if you are sick. Call your healthcare provider if you develop fever, cough, or difficulty breathing. For more tips, visit cdc.gov.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
All right, to our radio audience, welcome back. Oof. Oh, see, it happened again, Ned.
But you didn't start talking.
No, right across the field. Got to take deep breaths. This is for radio only, don't worry.
Well, but, we expect you to be in better condition, Paul.
I used to be. Okay, not only, Ned, do we have to make a correction and amplification. This time, Ned, I corrected the official scorer along with the officials who agreed with me.
Uh-oh.
So we were right on both goals. Ella Pisani in the 15th minute assists. Number 5, Jenny Montville. Jesus, God, it's tough to get old. I was going to say I can't breathe, but that's no. I don't want to use that expression today. And then the second goal, which occurred in the 35th minute, also assisted by Pisani. Beautiful touch pass to Kira Lindmark. And again, that was all started by Ava Tormey's entry pass. Ned, before I pass out, you do the talking.
Again, we're looking forward to a decent second half. Well, second 2 quarters for a second half. Attleboro has been a little overmatched at the end of the first one. They seem to be tiring a bit, or maybe getting a little downhearted with a 2-0 score. But we expect them to come back. We've seen them this happen before. They will come right back and be a good game.
And just to tell secrets out of school, Coach Santos, I could hear it when I was talking to the officials, and I'll have their names for you when we start our TV part of the broadcast. Coach Santos was telling the girls, I love your energy. We've just got to play a little bit smarter and harder. And by harder, he meant, I think, stronger on the ball.
Yeah, they are getting to a lot of first balls. They're having some issues with the second one in the sense, but KP is getting in the way, getting back to that ball.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because Attleboro isn't trying, isn't running effort. It's this is not that we're not trying or it didn't come exactly to me. Just KP is showing lots of energy to break things up. But likewise, KP is not stringing together usually an awful lot of passes to move forward either.
Yeah. Well, they did it twice.
They did it twice, but it's not a routine thing that they're walking their way down the field with Attleboro not disrupting them.
Exactly right.
So I'm looking forward to a good next quarter.
All right. Well, Ned's CPR skills aren't up to date, and I've got to take my mask off, step to a lonely place, take some big, deep breaths. So we'll be back with second half action after this on 1320 WAR.
Hey.
Nailed the dramatic pause.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to second half action on 1320 WARA Radio in Attleboro and AACS 15 Sports. This game also being broadcast live on the AACS YouTube channel. KP will be traveling right to left in this half, and Briley Harnwash sharing a laugh with KP coach Gary Pichel.
Well,
it's good to see.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Remember we used to say in Special Olympics, no having fun, kids. We're trying to play a game here.
Yeah, well, as they say, he's not 10 yards away from her. He's the opposing team.
Attleboro will go left to right. Gates to Bosch. Quick pass to Dunley. Back to Calderon. And boy, now a lot of pressure by KP, led by number 5, Jenny Montville. Hanwha tries a one-touch pass. It goes back to herself. Lost forward. Panzer sprinting down the right wing. Knocked out of bounds by Brooke Mullins, a junior in for KP.
So, Attleboro ball fairly deep in the end.
There we go.
I say you didn't have me on?
I had you on, but not high enough.
Oh, okay. So I had to yell. As they say, Attleboro ball.
Yep.
Moving our way back. It's so much nicer when there's ball people.
Yes, they're 40 yards out on the right. Harnois into Gates. Gates controls against two defenders to Dunley, the sophomore midfielder. Tries to get it up to Bella, and that was broken up by, I believe that was number 11, Ava Tormey. Our officials on the near side of the field, Steve Schmidt, who starred in baseball for the Bellingham Blackhawks in his high school career. I started running over there. He said, okay, here he comes. As I've gotten to know Mr. Schmidt a little bit over the years. The other official I just met for the first time on the far side, Denise Louise. D-I-N-I-Z is the first name, Louise. He played at Shea High School in Pawtucket and also played collegiate soccer for the URI Fighting Rams.
Okay, we're going to... Oh, it's an Attleboro side in, and I guess moving the KP player back. The
Bella to Harnois, half volley attempt by Graber. Got under it a little bit, save made by Glaser.
Who actually looked like she was a little worried about that. You know, he was going after it pretty carefully.
Glaser unofficially had 4 saves in the first half, as did Attleboro's Alexis Campbell.
Another Attleboro side in.
KP had dominated, though, in corner kicks 7-0. And here are two dynamic players. Salviati to Harnois, left foot blast inside. Stolen back by Harnois, right foot blast from 30 yards out, off the crossbar! Oh, what a beautiful bid by Briley. Dunley keeps the ball down, and Attleboro will maintain this out of bounds. What a great attempt.
And now we know that Attleboro is not lucky because the keeper did not have that coverage. She didn't have her hand right if that had been a couple inches lower.
Oh, and this is going to be KP's ball? I thought they tipped that out.
I would have said so too, but...
Taylor Thompson restarts to Brooke Mullins. Steal by Gabby Bosch. One-touch pass by Gates. Harnois on the right wing. Oh, and she's...
Oh, we got it.
Yep, she was... Yeah, she was
a trip or a touch.
Exactly, she was tipped by Thompson, yep. Oh, please, they can't give this to KP. Yeah, it's Attleboro's ball, thank you.
I think Attleboro didn't realize it.
Steve Schmidt with that call, the aforementioned. Briley Harnois, who's had a great last few minutes. There's a left foot blast, one hop, skitters right to Emma Glaser. And Emma Glaser had 4 saves in the first half. She's now had 3 saves in less than 4 minutes of the second.
And 4 real saves.
Yes.
You know, these were things. But you'd notice that she has yet to fall forward with the ball.
The way the boys do. Yeah, somehow male goalies now, last few years, I have the ball, I must fall on my face.
Right.
Oh, it's a direct? So this will be Paige Vavarigos, talking to her a little bit before the game and some last year before their playoff games. A lot of personality in Paige. Left foot short chip shot by Montville, reeled in by Campbell, wide of the net. 2-0 KP. We're about 5 minutes into the second half, and the Bombardiers look good.
Yeah. As I say, I had confidence they're going to come back out with energy.
Yeah.
If they can keep it up, we can hope.
Gates back pass to Campbell, gets it in the box on her right side. Pass to Bosch up the right sideline. Gabby barely keeps it. No, Gabby does not keep it in.
Well, it's his job to make the call.
Yep. Touch pass to Lindmark. Briley, boy, is Briley Harnois playing great defense. Cutting to the net, tip, save by Campbell off the foot of Montville, and Jenny Montville, boy, did she cut into that center, huh, Ned?
Yes. And a great gutsy move by the keeper because that ball was hitting pretty close.
But in basketball, they talk about players cutting to the hoop. In lacrosse, they talk about players cutting to the net. Jenny Montville, a beautiful cut, wide open in front. And that's the second save by Campbell. I've used my red pen, net. Beautiful save. So she's got 5 saves now, 2 of the outstanding variety. And KP, an unforced error, Attleboro ball. Here's some enthusiasm. Getting darker here as the lights come on. Strom forwards to Dunley. And Dunley and Pisani going at it a little bit. Pisani wins the battle. Pass to Montville. Right wing, cross. Pisani again has it out front, about 20 yards out. Drop pass, and the shot is blocked by Bella. Bella Salviati coming back into the play and not allowing Maeve Lawler to get the shot off. Harnois, quick pass to Gates. Gates to Alves, to Harnois, right sideline. Bella's on the run, but it doesn't stay in bounds. Boy, and if Bella got control of that ball in the center of the field was Megan Panzer. What would Maxwell Smart say, Ned?
Missed it by this much.
That much.
Yeah. I think this is more of a this.
Okay. 2-0 KP. We're in the third quarter.
Where are they? No, way down there.
12:45 to go. Gabby Bosch will restart. She's starting in soccer as a back. She's going to start in basketball as a guard. And I assume she's going to start in softball next spring. Montville, Pisani, beautiful tip pass by Pisani, right side. Campbell comes out, then goes back in her cage. Crossing pass to Pisani, save Campbell. Tip to Lindell. Another diving save by Alexis Campbell.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
Off the foot of Lawler.
Come on, Bradley, go!
That was, Ned, that was outstanding offense by KP and tremendous defensive positioning by the Bombardiers.
Right, they help support their keeper. You know, she made that save, but they didn't leave the ball there for KP to get again.
Yep.
And then someone got, one of these push fouls, touch fouls, heading out.
Boy, this has been an active first 9 minutes of the third quarter. Montville, Jenny Montville, broken up but gets the ball back. And her crossing attempt broken up by Stromfors. Tell you, Coach Thornton is hustling on that Attleboro sideline. Bella Salviati getting involved in the defense. The entry pass goes astray, and it rolls to Alexis Campbell. Right foot punt. Knocked down by Alves. Stolen by Lindmark. Entry pass, Pisano onside. Sliding play by Campbell before Pisano gets the shot off. Ned?
But again, that was a defensive combination. I don't know, can't quite see who it is.
Yeah,
but she helped block off
Yeah.
to give the keeper a chance to get it. Legally block off.
Yes.
Which is hard to do now with these new rules.
And that was Ella Stromfors. Bella Salviati. No entry pass. Salviati chases, scooped up by Glaser. Bethany Alves with the through ball pass. High punt. There's Alves. Knocks it down with her right shoulder chest area. Varvarigos starts the KP offense again. Tormey. And there's, just as one of the fans yelled, watch the through ball, there it came by Tormey.
We hope that wasn't, I should kick this now. He told me to do it.
Long entry, that's tracked down by Jessica Gates.
Though I have to say, from years of coaching, and you may know the same thing, players in the field don't listen to us.
I'm sorry, what, Ned?
And Attleboro ball deep in their own end.
9.5 minutes to go in this fun to watch third quarter.
Right.
Ooh. Jessica Gates. Boy, Pisano.
Just the tangle, I think.
Yeah. And that call is going to go against Pisano. Which is, she knocked Jessica down at about the same spot as a goal kick, so a difference without a distinction. But again, Ned, as fun as this third quarter has been to watch, it's like Attleboro has to expend a little bit more energy than KP.
Yeah, they're doing a bit more running and getting in the way. They're still having some trouble connecting their passes together. KP less so. They're not perfect at it either.
Yeah. The good news is Attleboro's hustling so much. The bad news is they've got to hustle a little more to keep up with this KP team. Turnover, KP ball.
Yes. We're in that half light, what makes it hard to see. The lights really, aren't making a lot of difference yet, but he's.
And the time it is a-wasting.
I don't.
And there we go. We're underway. Oh, nice touch pass. Broken up on the side. Trying to see who that is. Oh!
Ooh, my legs don't bend like that anymore, if they ever did.
I just learned that Eleanor Graber can do the splits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Remember when we were that young and that flexible, had cartilage and everything?
I'm not sure I ever was. But and then to stand right up and go right back to playing. Yeah.
Well, we had about 12, 13 minutes of great back and forth soccer. Now we've had 2 minutes of restarts and referee discussions.
Right. Getting balls in exactly the right place. And
Calderon blasted up with the right foot.
Ooh.
Controlled on the far
Kept
left
it in.
wing. Dumped in
deep.
by Panzer.
Bit too far.
Blaser scoops it up. Approaching 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2-0 KP.
Let it bounce, Blue.
Oh! Alves with a nice play, but she did make contact with the back of Lawler. Any other year, Ned, that's a great defensive play.
That's been fine, It's interesting, though, they called it like a standard foul. I wouldn't have thought I would ever have called that as a standard foul.
Gates to Harnois. Harnois, left foot entry to Bella. Can't quite control it, and it's cleared out of there. But Dunley active in the midfield. And they're calling that one on Bella. Well, our referee on the far side, Dennis Luis, who's done a great job so far, I think he got a little whistle happy there in the last 20 seconds.
I admit, it's been a good number of years since I officiated soccer. But.
Well, I'll guarantee you one thing, Ned. I've made more mistakes broadcasting today than he's made refereeing.
Yeah.
One touch just barely misses Pisani, but she was offside. That was Montville. Oh, little sign language hand wave at the referee, Steve Schmidt. She didn't like that call, but it looked offsides from up here.
Well, as long as she didn't move towards the referee.
Yep. Right. We just saw another defensive play by Varvarigos of KP, but now Briley Harnois has it on the right wing. To Jessica Gates.
She saved it.
Dumps it in on a beautiful give and go, and then
forces KP to kick it out of bounds.
Junior Brooke Mullins knocks it out, and then immediately goes to mark Bella Salviati. Boy, last game against Mansfield had Katie Miller for the Hornets followed Bella wherever she went. Right now, that job's going to Brooke Mullins of KP. Ooh! What is that sound? Turn down my field mic a bit.
I have no idea.
Sonny Stuger coming into the game for the Bombardiers. Bella will get a rest. Coming out for KP is number 11, Ava Tormey. And heading in, I believe, at 17, Morgan Norman. Harnois cannot control the ball. And then she fouls Kira Lindmark.
Ooh.
Long
Good
pass.
stop. Good stop.
Gabby Bosch. Jessica Gates. That pass was to Graber, broken up by 14 Major. Boy, the first 10 minutes of this quarter had such a flow, and now it's very choppy.
Yeah.
Just what I said, how much fun it was to watch.
Curse of the announcers.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Again,
Boy, Ned, you go back in the third minute, that blast by Briley Harnois off the crossbar. If Attleboro could sneak a goal in now, boy, that would put pressure on the Warriors. Dumping it in on the right. Coach Thornton makes another play on the Attleboro sideline.
But we're pretty sure he's out of bounds.
Yes. As the rules stipulate.
And, we're subbing. That's what the whistle.
Oh, rats, I didn't see who came in.
Yeah. They're over on that dark side of the field.
Entry pass down the left wing. Rolls out of bounds. KP ball. Boy, it's been sloppy the last few minutes. Mullins, left side. Oh. Harnois pressures Taylor Thompson, causes the turnover.
I'm surprised they let that go. But, again.
Briley entry trying to connect with Bella, but Glazer's there first. Punts it out to the right sideline, knocked down by Graber. And then Mullins blasts it way out. Calderon for Attleboro knocks it out of bounds. KP ball, but Attleboro resets their defense in the midfield. KP charging now, trying to get it to Pisani. Strom fours. Bosch screens off KP. Campbell scoops it up. Punt from the right. Alves tries to knock it forward just before Bella can get there. The Mansfield defense knocks it away. Apologize, couldn't see the number. Coming down the left, Lindmark knocks it ahead. Jessica Gates gets back there before Pisani and or Montville can get there. Yeah. Great job, Jessica Gates.
Yeah, and then draws the fouls for us.
Now it's getting fun again. We're in super secret mystery time late in the third quarter. Bosch, left side, Calderon. Nice spin, right foot. Can't connect with Dunley. Actually, Alves, but Calderon steals it back. Calderon's knocked to the turf, Bombardier ball. Well, on the energy expendometer.
Attleboro's doing it.
Yes.
And I don't think this game is quite the let's not everybody touch each other that the Stadium wanted with their new rules. They're definitely, as part of this energy is we're challenging each other.
Yep. Bella has it. She's double teamed, though, knocked away by, I think that was Mullins. Ball lofted into the middle, takes a funny hop. Dunley trying to control it. Emily does, gets it to Stuger. Stuger knocks it over Al's head, just misses.
Good move, unfortunately for that.
Great move, long through ball. Campbell has to kick it away. That through ball was by number 14, Major. That's why she's a captain. Speaking of captains, there's Gates to Dunley, who might be a captain one day when she's a senior, just a sophomore now.
Oh, it's the quarter.
And that ends the third quarter of play. No goals. Two tremendous saves by Attleboro goaltender Alexis Campbell and a Briley Harnois shot off the crossbar Rats.
It's been an exciting quarter, like we hoped it would be and predicted, actually.
We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Do you need help with a do-it-yourself project and don't know where to start? Eastern Supply, 40 North Main Street in downtown Attleboro, has been supporting the greater Attleboro community for over 80 years. More than just a hardware store, Paul and his family are available to help with your purchasing decisions, from plumbing to general construction and most everything in between. Eastern Supply is open every day, and you can contact them at 508-222-1557. Eastern Supply, where together we can do it yourself. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Okay. For the TV side, coming back in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back. 20 minutes of soccer to go. KP, the visiting team, King Philip Regional High School of Rentham, Plainville, and Norfolk have a 2-0 lead over the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. My first question, Ned, as my color commentator. Where are my glasses? Under my program. There we are.
I had to first look at the top of your head, and then it slowed me up.
Yeah. I put the program on top of them. Okay. Attleboro will be heading right to left here in the fourth quarter.
And we're not going to comment with the glasses and make any difference on his player identification.
That wasn't true. I'd be offended. Actually, I don't need him for the distance. It's the program up close.
Right.
And I do think I have to go back to the eye doctor. Things are a little...
Well, I have enough trouble. I can't blame anybody else. At least we have some fairly big back shirt numbers in this game that stand up. King Philip's front shirt numbers, they might as well not be there.
Yeah. You know. KP in the 5th minute, their first goal was scored, 4th of the year for Jenny Montville, assisted by Ella Pisani. And then in the 35th minute, a beautiful entry pass by Torme to Pisani, who faked a shot. Brilliant pass to her left and knocked into the open net was Kiera Lindmark for the 2-0 lead. Almost had 2 more goals in that third quarter, but great saves by Alexis Campbell, who remained poised.
And got good support out of her defense at times also.
Exactly.
That'll make her job easier.
And then Briley Harnois with about a 35-yard blast from the right wing off the crossbar. Beautiful pass by Torme to Montville. Her cross is broken up. Nice work, Gabby Bosch and Jessica Gates. Sunny Stuger with the ball. Attleboro bunching up a little bit right now. Nice work by Emily Dunley. Gets it to Gates. Gates knocked down. Jessica Gates, one of the Attleboro captains, along with Harnois and Bella. Showed a little frustration there, which we don't see from Jess often.
I think a little bit also here is this quarter seems to be picking up where the last one let off. They're all playing a little bit more aggressively.
Long entry kick by Calderon. Bella was going to head the ball, then realized she couldn't and had to duck under it, went all the way to the goaltender Glaser. And there's a grab by Alves.
Yeah.
18.5 to go. It's funny, the girls, Ned, they're competing like heck, but a lot of sportsmanship out there today.
Yeah. Again, I don't understand that.
This is a direct because Alves was a grab. That was a direct grab. No problem with that call by the official, Steve Schmidt.
I didn't think it was that much of a grab.
Calderon tries to knock it away, kept in by KP's Lawler.
But the reality is it just doesn't make any difference. As long as they know what to kick, they'll kick it, pass it between two and kick it, or they'll just kick it. It's some sort of a meaningless condition now.
A difference without a distinction, right? Oh, there's hard contact going into the air was Jessica Gates. And that was number 9, Pisani.
I guess the official wants to make sure she's okay.
Yep.
What's your name?
Boy, Pisani, she is, again, she's their leading scorer, 7 goals and now 5 assists on the season. She is a strong, solid player.
Oh.
Stuger just missing the ball.
I think a little bit of tiredness showing up there.
Well, that's why Sonny missed it. It was tipped out by KP. Now it makes sense. Okay. Restarting for the Bombardiers is number 17, Riley Sullivan. Riley into Gates. Gates heavily pressured by Major.
Yeah.
And Sullivan's crossing pass. Bella tries to get there. Dunley chases after it.
Oh.
Nice work, Emily Dunley. Better work, though, by Mansfield's number 7, Pisano.
A little bit of bad luck there.
Yep.
And he got offside.
Yep, Montville offside. Jenny Montville now has 4 goals on the year. Attleboro, their leading scorer is Briley Harnois, 3 goals, 3 assists. And if you joined us late, our Attleboro High School Student Athlete of the Month. Whoops.
Oh, field mic's falling down.
Oh, boy.
I guess, again, touch foul here. KP getting a free indirect kick. Oh, nice block. Oh. Okay. I was going to say, had to be a call coming in there somewhere along the line. I believe she's getting possibly the "don't do it again" speech.
The air is getting damper as the tape gave out on our field mic. Thank you for taking over, Ned.
Well,
long free kick for Jessica Gates. She's going to be 37 yards out on the left wing. Breaking to the net is Alves. Gates lofts it up. Bella's there. Knocked down by Glaser, but Bella was offside.
Enough an offside or a push. Yeah, it's not an offside, some sort of push.
Emma Glaser taking over at goaltender. She's only allowed 8 goals this year in 6 games. Sonny Stuger with a nice play. Again, normally she would have headed that ball, had to take that one right below the neck.
Right, they had to learn a whole new skill that you, in a short period of time.
Riley Sullivan, not to be confused with Emma Riley. I've only done it a few times.
Sub coming in.
Stuger gets a break. Coming in back in is Panzer. Megan Panzer, one of the 12 Attleboro seniors. Jessica Gates back past Calderon. Whoops, off the side of her foot, but Gates is there to bail her out.
Made it work.
Gates, helped out by Alves, finally turned over, but Gates gets it right back.
No lack of energy here.
Wow.
And I'm sure she didn't purposely draw that foul. She ended up flat on the ground.
Call goes against Jillian Anderson. Politely asked for an explanation from the official, Steve Schmidt. Calderon back to Sullivan. Alves crossing pass. Bosch couldn't quite handle that. And Steve Schmidt wants to bring us all the way back. Attleboro ball. Fourth quarter, we're approaching 13 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 2-0 KP. Should give the score more often for our radio audience. Sorry, folks.
Again, one of these touch fouls because it's an indirect. Yeah. Again.
Calderon will tip it to Gates to restart play. Jessica to her left, steps into it. Oh, fakes the kick. Moves to the middle of the field, drops it back to Gabby Bosch. Bosch looking to exploit the right wing. Nice defense. Gabby gets it, crosses in front, over the foot of Alves. Glaser chases the ball down to her left.
Not a bad ideas.
Win this ball, Blue. Don't let it bounce.
Jessica Gates half knocks it down with a half volley. Sullivan steps in with a steal, chips it ahead. A little bit too far for Bella, but Dunley keeps it alive. 40 yards out, 45 yards out. Pass to the left. Can Sullivan get there? She can. Nice defense by Mansfield's Anderson. Sullivan's crossing pass to Bella Salviati. Back pass Dunley. Dunley down the left. Half volleyed away by Jillian Anderson. Over to Bella Salviati, though. Screened out. Are they going to call that screen on number 12, Maeve Lawler? No, they're going to call Bella for pushing her in the back because of the screen.
No, or the touch. The old, you touched her. Because it's an indirect.
Yep. Boy, I know Bella touched her, but it certainly seemed like Maeve Lawler, I guess smartly, created that contact.
Right.
Charlotte Major doing some good work. That call goes against Alves. KP 2, Attleboro nothing. 11 and a half minutes.
Ladies, turn around.
11 and a half minutes to go. Attleboro starting to look a little frustrated.
Now, there's an interesting thing because the official felt he had to come up to look at things. Gave them all time to walk down. We normally would have very quickly put that ball forward.
Barbarigos blasted in, blasted back out, I believe, by Stromfors. Riley Sullivan tries to clear it out. Okay, that was outstanding work done by KP's number 7, Kiera Lindmark. Jessica Gage showing her speed to the left. Up ahead, broken up by Anderson.
Off of KP. Again, because of the energy. Follow through. Don't give up. And they are not.
Coming back in for KP is Ava Tormey. Getting a rest is number 17, Junior Morgan Norman. Jessica Gates with a nice move. Jillian Anderson, good work defensively. Again. Here's Coach Pichelle.
Oh, no, he touched the ball.
Yes. And then pulled his hand away quickly. Nice work by Graber. But cleared by KP's Brooke Mullins. Stromford trying to clear it. Ball's popped ahead. Going forward for KP is Major. Right foot shot, save! Calderon coming back to put the pressure on Major.
Right, and I think helped disrupt that shot. She ended up just kicking it to the keeper. I'm sure she had a better plan, but ran out of time. Attleboro down the field again.
Hits Bella on the back, Salviati. Fights against Taylor Thompson, though.
Look at her go.
And then sprints down the right sideline and puts pressure on Varvarigos.
And we thought they were getting tired.
Coach Santos would love the opportunity to get Bella Salviati the ball with some space on the offensive end. But it's funny, she's a senior now, and every single opponent in the Kelly Rex division
knows about her.
Yeah, it's job 1, stop Salviati. Job 2, stop Harnois. You could flip-flap that order if you like, but that was Harnois and Bella together defensively there, which I'm sure Coach Santos appreciates, but he wants to see him combine on offense.
Well, to start.
2-0 KP inside 8.5 minutes. Bosch blasts it down, knocked out by Mullins. I don't remember calling Mullins' name much in the first half, Ned. Boy, she's had a solid second half for the Warriors. She's in that central defender role with Varvarigos. And that time Salviati draws the foul.
Again, another touch foul, so it's indirect.
This would be 27 yards out from the right wing. Salviati, Harnois, blast! Goal! Harnois! Assist, Bella Salviati, a 37-yard blast. And that just dipped once it went over Glasser's hand and ended up in the net. Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Keep the pressure up.
Salviati to Harnois in the 33rd minute.
And that has woken up our audience here.
It's 33rd minute. What am I talking about? 73rd minute. That darn arithmetic. Well, again, so Briley earlier hit that upright, hit the crossbar as the ball rolls to Attleboro goaltender Alexis Campbell. So we're what? An inch or two from a 2-2 game?
Yeah, no, that, yeah.
And also, my conversation with Coach Pichel of the Warriors before the game, I mentioned how last year, and this Sonny Stuger, we'll get back to that story, broken up by Mullins. I mentioned last year that he only gave up 3 goals all regular season, his team. And one of the 3 goals they gave up was to Briley Harnois. And you know what he said to me? I think she scored against us every game we've played but one.
And keeping him to his word, right?
Graber, right foot upfield. Ooh, it bounces by Anderson, who's had a great defensive second half. Knocked out of bounds by Mullins. Look at the frustration on Graber's face as she's waiting for the ball. They want to get restarted.
Right.
Now the recycling bin gets in the way.
Well, you're not supposed to touch it, so you can't carry it, toss it back like you normally would.
2-1 in favor of KP. And, folks, we're down to the last 6 minutes and 15 seconds.
He called that the ball wasn't still when she kicked it.
Come on, mark up low.
And Attleboro's got to hustle to get the ball to KP.
Right, who are in no hurry to get it.
Anderson, short pass, broken up by Sullivan to Bella Salviati. Controls in the midfield, has Harnois on the right. Gets it over to Briley. Stuger is in the middle. Fakes right, cuts left. Harnois holds on, left-footed pass. Trying to get it to Panzer, broken up by Anderson again.
Taken out.
Sullivan, whoops. Thought Dudley was going to cut. She did not. Broken up by Tormey.
Okay.
And that call's going to go against Stromfors. And look at this. Ella Pisani showing some humanity, a little fatigue.
Right. Well, again.
Oh, also her right ankle's banged up a bit. She's okay.
And there's no hurry. You don't want to give them another chance.
Approaching 5 minutes to go. And this is a direct, Ned.
No, he's got a... No, it is. No, it's indirect.
No, it's a direct. And so that means Varvarigos, number 3, the senior captain, 1 of 4, takes it. Right foot blast. High, curving left. Out of bounds. Just missing was Charlotte Major. She wanted to jump and try to chest that into the net.
Sub coming in.
Here comes the freshman again, Kylie Menendez. Her second appearance of the half. She was very effective her first time in as the midfielder on the right. Campbell, who should be proud of herself today, lofts the ball forward. Bella Salviati chips it ahead to Panzer. Ooh, it bounces away from Panzer. Harnois gets it back. Tips it up. She's on the right. And she's knocked down 45 yards out on the right wing. 2-1 KP as we approach 4 minutes to go. Tension ramping up, Ned.
Oh, yes. No, it's gotten a little chippier here.
Long pass trying to, I thought Stuger thought it was going to go to Bella. Chipped in by Graber. And Glaser has to play a funny hop. Who was that putting pressure on Glaser? That was number 6, Panzer. Punts it out with the right foot. Dunley gets a foot on it. Emily's dad coaches the baseball team at Attleboro. And it's funny, you know who he took over for? Gabby Bosch's uncle, Matt Bosch.
Okay.
KP clears the ball out. So on the right side, you just heard, 3 minutes to go. Bella back to Harnois, inside to Panzer. Dunley up top, left foot shot! Off the crossbar again! Two shots off the crossbar. Off Glazer's hands, a great left-footed try by Emily Dunley. Oh.
So we can say Attleboro has not had any luck so far this game. I think they deserve some more.
KP now counterattacking. Here's Montville on the left side, well defended by Stuger. Shot is blocked by Stromfors. Trying to counter, but not quite able to get there in time was Riley Sullivan.
Does break up the attack, get it back out.
So that was Stuger to Isabella to one of the midfielders. And then Dunley, a spinning shot with her left foot. 30 yards out, off the crossbar. Rats. Ned says, stop talking about the past, Paul. Get back to the game.
Well, we have KP attacking. I'm not sure we want to talk about it, you know.
Oh, and Montville is hit from behind by Sonny Stuger. And that's going to be a direct kick.
No.
No? Okay. That's a break.
I guess. Again, I think he's calling it obstruction or push or something. I'm not really sure what this symbol is.
I think it means, hey, I'm talking here.
Right.
So we're in super secret mystery time. KP holding on to a 1-0 lead. There's a tap. Pisani fakes the kick. Gets by Stuger. Gets by Dunley. Left-footed kick knocked down by Stromfors. They want to counter. But look at that. Paige Varvarigos doesn't let them. Lofts it back in. Popped up by Anderson in front. Chested down beautifully by Lawler. Pisani putting the pressure on. Tips it to the right.
Attleboro's able to break it up but can't clear it.
Gabby Bosch makes a stop. And again, they can't clear. Stromfors makes a stop. Dunley trying to get involved. Dunley blocks a shot. Pisani, right side. The freshman is open. Right wing shot blocked by Sullivan. Left foot cross. Sonny Stuger now wants to counter for the Bombardiers. We're late in the game. Tries to get it up ahead to Panzer. Senior captain Paige Varvarigos is there. Back passes to the goaltender. Despite the pressure of Panzer, she gets the kick away. Riley Harnois with a nice hustle play in the right wing to get it back for Attleboro.
I think we may be down to 30 seconds or so here.
Dunley gets it to Stuger in the middle, 40 yards out.
Time for attack. Time for another attack.
Panzer, 1-on-3, got away from 2. Warriors, not a third. Look at these girls hustle.
Right.
Graber's kick. Out of bounds. KP heading right to left. And that's the ball game.
We never can fault Attleboro's hustle. You know.
Yep.
And we were wondering they were going to get tired. I don't think they did. If they'd had a little bit more luck, this would have been a very different score.
Yep. And Jessica Gates having a word with Steve Schmidt. KP scored in the 5th minute. Montville from Pisani, she's supposed to be the goal scorer. She assisted on both of their goals tonight. In the 35th minute of the first half, it was Lindmark from Pisani after an entry pass by Tormey. Riley Harnois hit the crossbar in about the 44th minute of the game, just missing a goal. Attleboro finally scored in the 73rd minute on a direct kick. Silviotti to Briley Harnois, her 4th goal of the season. That made it 2-1. Dunley hit the crossbar with a brilliant shot in the 78th minute. KP holds off for the 2-1 win. Except for a sloppy lull there, about 10 minutes into the third quarter. Boy, what a fun game to watch.
Oh, yes. This has been a nice game. And what else can we say?
Well, KP wins.
Yeah, well, that's the only non-fun part about it. But Attleboro is showing lots of heart. They aren't giving up. They're keeping going. They weren't really particularly outskilled here. In many ways, they were outlucked at bats and lot because a couple of those shots were within an inch of going in.
We'll see. All right, best of luck to Coach Pichel's Warriors, and Steve Santos, Attleboro Bombardiers as we head forward. I'm Paul Healy. He's Ned Rich. Dave Angel on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, in the truck.
You forgot about your show.
Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon on 1320 WARA, WARAradio.com. It's a fun show, sometimes silly, sometimes smart, never average. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Do you